Have you ever wondered what you can do with a stick of stone and a patch of grass? Before grand stadiums and roaring crowds, cricket began with a whisper. Picture the rolling green fields of medieval England. The air is cool. Sheep graze lazily across the South Downs. Some say children, perhaps young shepherds with time on their hands, invented a simple pastime. They would bowl a lump of wool or a small stone towards a wicket gate, the very entrance to a sheep pen. The batsman, using a shepherd's crooked staff, would defend this target. It was a game born of rural simplicity, a way to pass the long, sun-drenched afternoons. This was not a sport of kings or nobles, not yet. It was a folk game, played with whatever was available, just the pure joy of hitting a ball with a stick. The 17th and 18th centuries marked a profound shift in cricket's destiny. The game moved from the village green into the manicured estates of the English gentry. Wealthy landowners and aristocrats saw potential in this rustic sport, and the thrilling prospect of gambling. Cricket became a high-stakes affair. Noblemen would form their own teams and place enormous wagers on the outcome of a match. A single game could see fortunes won and lost. These matches were grand, boisterous events. Spectators from all walks of life would flock to watch, placing their own smaller bets. The patrons weren't just passive observers. They were deeply involved, directing their teams and often playing alongside their hired men. A humble farmer with a talent for bowling could become a local hero. The game was a great leveler, if only for the few hours between the first and last ball. With serious money on the line, the need for standardized rules became urgent. Teams from different counties played with their own local variations. In the early 1700s, the first known articles of agreement were drawn up. As cricket's popularity surged, the chaos of its competing rule sets could not last. In 1787, the Marylebone Cricket Club, MCC, was founded. The MCC quickly established itself at a new ground owned by a man named Thomas Lord. Lord's cricket ground would become the spiritual home of cricket. The MCC took custody of the laws of cricket. They revised scattered rules into a single comprehensive code. The pitch, the size and weight of the ball, and a wicket of 3 stumps. It enshrined principles like the leg before wicket (LBW) rule. For the first time, cricket had a universal constitution. The timing of this was perfect. As the MCC set down the laws, the British Empire expanded its reach across the globe. They brought their sports. Soldiers, administrators, and sailors all played to remind them of home. It was a piece of England that could be recreated on any flat piece of land, from the dusty plains of India to the sunny shores of the Caribbean. Cricket followed the flag of the British Empire, you know. They watched, they learned, and they began to play. Cricket took root and began a journey from an English game to a global passion. The first ever Test match was staged in 1877 between England and Australia in Melbourne. For nearly a century, Test cricket reigned supreme. A 5-day match was considered the purest form of the game. Skill, stamina, mental fortitude. The slow unfolding drama of a Test match with its tactical ebbs and flows. A marathon where victory was earned through attrition and strategic brilliance. In the 1970s, the game underwent its first great revolution with one-day cricket. 50 overs, day-night matches under lights. It was a spectacle. If one-day cricket was a revolution, 2020 was an explosion. Conceived in England in 2003 to attract younger, time-poor audiences, it reduced the game to 20 overs per side, lasting a mere 3 hours. T20 was cricket on fast-forward, explosive sixes, athletic fielding, non-stop action. Franchise leagues mixed international superstars, massive television deals, and celebrity glamour. The global entertainment juggernaut brought unprecedented money and new audiences. Today, cricket exists in a fascinating state of balance. The stately grace of the Test coexists with the pyrotechnic frenzy of T20. From a shepherd's simple game to a global spectacle, the sport continues to adapt, evolve, and endure.